Welcome to the Wicked Witch of the South House. So I'm going to be reading some books to the kids because you can do research on it, but it's very important for a child to go to sleep at night with visions in their head, like their own visions. That's how they come up with solutions to problems, and their imagination grows from it, because if they have everything in front of them, like a movie or TV show, then they're not creating the visuals, they're not creating the words, they're not creating the problems or solutions or picturing how the person got out of it. It's already done for them. So, but if their mind creates those images, then that applies to real life. You know, I'm sure you get what I'm saying. Okay. Okay, not all witches are ugly. This is my witch's dress. Whoop. This is my witch's dress. One of them. Okay, so now you get to pick out which pair of shoes you think looks best. You can put it in the comments, okay? Lace them up. These are kind of like, well, I used to work for a landlord, and tenants would leave all kinds of things behind when they moved or were evicted. And seems like we had a few, I don't know, sexy girls for tenants, I guess. But this is a pair of shoes that I got from there. Not that you need to know that, but I'm not, I'm not ashamed to let you know that if I see something on the side of the road that I like, that I want to take home, I will. And you might think that's gross or whatever, but if you go and buy a lottery ticket and you win all that money, and then you're like, oh, I'm never using hand-me-downs again, I'm not going to the good sense store, and you take your family out to the nicest restaurant at the top of, New York City, some rotating restaurant overlooking whatever, and you're paying $100 for some little dessert, okay? When you stick that fork in your mouth or that spoon in your mouth, just know that you have no idea how many hundreds of people have had that fork in their mouth too. And when you're curled up in those, sheets at, the best hotel money can buy or whatever, somebody was probably just scratching their ass with it last night. Or scratching their butt. I shouldn't say ass, this is for kids, right? Okay. Okay, so here's shoe number 1. Okay. That's pretty sexy. It's okay for a witch to be sexy. Well, that's shoe number 1. Shoe number 2. Yep. So that's shoe number 2. Shoe number 2. And last but not least, number 3. Yeah. Shoe number 3. Oh, no, those come out. Shoe number 3. So if you are a witch and your time to choose, which shoe would be the one for you? Right? So, 1, 2, 3. Put it in the comments, and we'll see which shoe was the most popular. I prefer flip-flops because I live in Florida, but I'll wear whatever I have to make the outfit complete. Go big or go home. Don't go halfway. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so next we're going to read a story. Today's book is called Room on the Broom. It is by Julia Donaldson, and illustrated by Axel Scheffler. Room on the Broom. The witch had a cat, and a hat that was black. The witch had a cat and a hat that was black, and long ginger hair and a braid down her back. I hate my neighbors. Shut the fuck up! The witch had a cat and a hat that was black, and long ginger hair and a braid down her back. How the cat purred and how the witch grinned as they sat on their broomstick and flew through the wind. And how the witch wailed and how the cat spat when the wind blew so wildly it blew off her hat. See the hat? It blew off the hat. Down, cried the witch, and flew to the ground. They searched for the hats, but no hat could be found. Then out of the bushes, on thundering paws, there bounded a dog with the hat in his jaws. He dropped it politely. Then eagerly said, as the witch pulled the hat firmly down on her head, I am a dog, as keen as can be. Is there room on the broom for a dog like me? Yes, cried the witch, and the dog clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Okay. Over the fields, in the forest they flew. The dog wagged his tail, and the stormy wind blew. The witch laughed out loud and held on to her hat, but away blew the bow from her braid, just like that. See? Oh no, see? She's missing her bow. It came out. Okay. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the bow, but no bow could be found. Then from a tree, with an ear-splitting shriek, there flapped a green bird with a bow in her beak. She dropped it politely and bent her head low, then said, as the witch tied her braid in the bow, I am a bird, as green as can be. Is there room on the broom for a bird like me? Yes, cried the witch. So the bird fluttered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. I love this book. Over the reeds and the rivers they flew. The bird shrieked with glee, and the stormy wind blew. They shot through the sky to the back of beyond. The witch clutched her bow, but let go of her wand. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the wand, but no wand could be found. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look how much stuff she's carrying. Uh-huh. Then all of a sudden, from out of a pond, leaped a dripping wet frog with a dripping wet wand. He dropped it politely, then said with a croak, as the witch dried the wand on a fold of her cloak, I am a frog, as clean as can be. Is there room on the broom for a frog like me? Yes, said the witch. So the frog bounded on. The witch tapped a broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the moors, in the mountains they flew. The frog jumped for joy, and see, they're all on the broom together, huh? Look, we're almost at top. The broom snapped in two. Down fell the cat and the dog and the frog. Down they went tumbling into a bog. The witch's half broomstick flew into a cloud, and the witch heard a roar that was scary and loud. Uh-oh. I am a dragon, as mean as can be, and witch with french fries. Tastes delicious to me. No, cried the witch, flying higher and higher. The dragon flew after her, breathing out fire. Help, cried the witch, flying down to the ground. She looked all around, but no help could be found. The dragon drew near with a glint in his eyes and said, just this once, I'll have a witch without fries. But just as he planned to begin on his feast, from out of a ditch rose a horrible beast. Ooh. It was tall, dark, and sticky, and feathered and furred. It had 4 frightful heads. It had wings like a bird, and its terrible voice, when it started to speak, was a yowl and a growl, and a croak and a shriek. It dripped and it squelched as it strode from the ditch, and it said to the dragon, buzz off, that's my witch. The dragon drew back and started to shake. I'm sorry, he sputtered. I made a mistake. It's nice to have met you, but now I must fly. And he spread out his wings and off through the sky. Then down flew the bird, and down jumped the frog. Down climbed the cat, and whew, said the dog. And thank you, oh thank you, the grateful witch cried. Without you, I'd be in that dragon's inside. Aw, see? Aw. It's really sweet. Then she filled up her cauldron and said with a grin, find something, everyone, throw something in. So the frog found a lily, the cat found a comb, the bird found a twig, and the dog found a bone. What is she making? They threw them all in, and the witch stirred them well. And while she was stirring, she muttered a smell. She muttered a spell. Iggity, ziggity, zaggity, zoom. Then out rose. See? She's mixing it up, doing her spell. A truly magnificent broom, with seats for the witch and the cat and the dog, a nest for the bird and a pool for the frog. Yes, cried the witch, and they all clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Isn't that so sweet? Look, if that is not me in a story, I don't not know any other story that comes closer. That is me. Always, I want to accommodate everybody. I want everybody to go with me, or just have a good time. Nobody gets left behind. I just hope that everybody has my back when I need it to. Nobody wants to be left behind. Nobody wants to feel alone. And nobody wants to feel like they don't have any friends. But I know I have friends. I know I have some very, very loyal friends. Like that. Like, those are my friends, right? Thank you. Good night.